Hey team, I have some quick announcements and they're super important, so please pay attention. Uh, I've created this Word document with all the announcements I'm about to share so you can read through them. I try to be clear and concise, so uh, please read through this document and it will help you. But this video is going to explain a few things that words just, or I just don't have the ability to express on a Word document. So here it goes. So starting Monday, everyone is working their winter semester shifts. So these right here. Everyone should be switching over, even those who currently have a district. And those who have a district and the missionaries have been going using an old schedule, you need to tell them, if they haven't already been told, that they need to plan on having their class from 1:45 to 4:45 or 5:30 to 8:30. I'm hoping the MTC is already making that change for them on their app on their phone, but if they don't, you're going to need to help them understand that this is their new schedule. And also, please, please, please help them plan out their time outside of class so that it's effective. So that's the first part of this. The second part is where you can locate your schedules. So you're going to go to the training website. This shouldn't be new to anyone. You're going to go to MTC Tools. You'll log in, and I'm hoping my MTC Tools works. It didn't earlier. You're going to go to Teacher Assignments. And then you're going to just look for the district that you're assigned to. Now, Taylor's going to work on this later, but for example, let's look at 503. All of the schedules will start to be labeled this way, either 5 or F03B or F03A. These numbers will go away. So then you just click on this and it should take you to their schedule, and it's doing what it did earlier. It won't be blank, hopefully, on Monday. It wasn't a few hours ago, and it will tell you what the missionary schedule is. Now, the unfortunate thing is, well, it's fortunate and unfortunate. I shouldn't label it unfortunate. The transition will be, in the past schedules, we've said very specifically what you're going to do each shift. And that's still going to somewhat be the case, but it will be a little bit different. And here's what I mean by that. If you go back to the training page, you scroll down, this is what everyone in the MTC is using from here on out. So we are Monday, Wednesday, Thursday TRC. This is ours right here. You click on it, and this is what you can refer to know what to teach on any given day. So here's how this document works, and this is where you need to pay very close attention. So this is pretty self-explanatory. This is day one. You just do your first day welcome. Then you go in sequential order. So shift one, then you go to shift two. And the expectation is that you try your very best to complete these activities within this shift. And then the very next shift is taught by a different teacher, and they do these activities, and so on and so forth. So let me give you an example of where this might be a little tricky. So let's say that they're picked up on a Wednesday. Shift one is here. Shift two would be here. Shift three would be here. And shift four would be here. And then shift 5 and 6 are there. So you just work through just like this, and it will take a little coordinating on your parts because, as you know, some of these activities like talk with everyone and teach an interested person and companion study and daily planning initial, they need to be done in an order, and certain like talk with everyone needs to be done by the same person who does teach an interested person. So you and your companion teacher do have the freedom and flexibility to move those things around as you need to on week one. But after that, it should be you just plug through, and there are 10 shifts here, and there are 10 shifts here. So each of you should be teaching 5 of these throughout the week. That doesn't mean that you just scatter out whichever ones you want to do. It's ideal if you just work through it like it's labeled here, shift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So that's how this document works. We will talk about this more in the future, but I just want you to be aware of it because everything else has been deleted and we're not supposed to use those paper schedules that I've printed off for you that are in the zone room. Other announcement is TRC is going to be Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday evenings. And it will always be that way for non-member TRCs. The difference from what we're currently doing to what we're transitioning to is on any given week, the time within that class block for TRC can change. So for example, in week 2, it might be from 5:30 to 6:30, and then the very next week, it could be from 6:30 to 7:30. So how do you know what time your missionaries are teaching? Well, there's several ways, and I've included it in this document here. You can either click on this website, and I can just show you exactly how to do that. You go here, you go to TRC, we're a 3-week language, and this will be, as it gets going, this is where you can go to find out. It'll open up a spreadsheet and you can find your missionaries or your district, and it will say what time, what classroom, what investigator, and so forth. So that's how you find out. The other way, kind of the go-to is you can call or go to the TRC desk, or you can just ask your missionaries. They are no longer having a finding activity. They're going to be given a slip of paper in their classroom the week before they actually start teaching that person. So if that doesn't happen, you can just direct your missionaries to the TRC desk, and then they can help you. This is important for everyone to know. There are going to be hiccups, there are going to be mistakes, there are going to be problems. Don't just ignore the hiccups and mistakes and problems and brush them off and say, oh, it'll go away. Please tell me about them, and then I can tell I can take the necessary steps to tell the right people what's wrong so that we can make changes and improve the MTC for everyone, not just our area. So please be vocal about things that you're seeing that seem a little off or that could be better or improved. One other thing that you should all know is pickup is now from 3 to 4 p.m. But the expectation is that everyone is here by 2:45 to get the classroom prepped and make sure that we're here before the missionaries. It would look really bad if the missionaries come here on their first day and we're not here before they are. So be here at 2:45, and then these are the things that you will do with them during pickup. One last thing that I should show you. Sorry, there's just so many things. Hopefully this is making sense. We are really low in missionary numbers, and that I promise that is going to go up in the next couple weeks. But for the next 2 weeks, we're going to need to be a little creative. And so what myself and a group of teachers have decided and counseled about is to help more people feel invested and have some ownership of more missionaries. We're doubling up districts with teachers so that more teachers feel invested in the missionaries, and the missionaries are seeing consistent faces rather than one constant teacher and then 20 other teachers that just come in and out all the time. So those of you who are assigned or doubled up, please get with each other and coordinate how you're going to work together. Those of you and Colton, I don't know why I have you down here, but all of you, it's ideal and preferable if we have no more than 3 or 4 teachers in a classroom at a time. If it gets more than that, it gets kind of weird for the missionaries and maybe a little unprofessional on our part as well. So please be smart about how you spread yourselves out. If I were you, there are 4 districts, there are 5 of you, I would try my best to have each one of you in a different classroom, and then you can either stay at that district the whole time or rotate in and out. I also gave you some ideas of some things that you can do. while you're resourcing. You can study in the curriculum or preach my gospel for 30 to 45 minutes. And I don't want this to be something that substitutes, your individual personal study that you should be doing on your own. It doesn't make sense to pay. I don't know. I hate saying it, but I shouldn't be paying people to do their personal scripture study. But I'm okay if it's a professional development and helping you get better. Uh, Please just maybe text me or Slack me an insight that you gained, just to show me that that's what you're trying to accomplish. You can ask me how you could help in an upcoming training meeting. You could spread yourselves out. You could split up a district. You could help in a practice a teaching visit. You could go teach a TRC with another teacher. There's a lot of different things that you can do. And if you come up with an idea that you think is good, but you don't know if it's okay or not, feel free to just text me or call me or ask me, and we can counsel about it. That's a ton of announcements. Hopefully it helps with the transition. I know there's a lot changing really, really fast. I'm trying to grasp my head around it, and there's just going to be problems. But I'm happy to help where I can, and don't hesitate to call me or text me, because I'm willing to help. Thanks everyone, and I'm excited for a new semester. It'll be a lot of fun. Good luck with your first week of school.